Well, hello.
Hey, Warfare Killer. Thanks for follow. Boy, that well hello scared me. That genuinely scared me. It was like, Kingsley's here. Well, now we know the notification's working.
You want to take lead there, Si?
Sure. We're going back towards camp?
Yeah, back towards again. For some reason, I always thought I'd die before she would. I don't know.
Wait, before who? What?
No, we can talk about it back at camp.
Alright.
Sure you all about it. I don't think I ever told y'all this. One time I was on this road we was traveling right there if you kept going south. And this fella rode past me on a donkey. Right? He looked like a real short fella, real stocky. Kind of looked like a dwarf, to be honest, from them fairy tales. But anyways, I said, fella, what you doing riding a donkey? You look mighty silly. He says, yeah, I think you're right. Then he just murdered the beast right there. It's quite dark. Yeah,
Sounds like
too
it.
many fellas, but I think he'd even get Bridger around for his money.
Mood sure has changed with Jamie's arrival? Sure has.
Come on now, jeez.
You got kicked.
Alright, easy, Chance, easy. Man, use no luck, man.
Off for a slash real quick. We'll be back.
Alright.
Well, welcome to our humble abode, Jamie. What you waiting over there for?
I didn't know I was supposed to move.
Why don't you come on into camp, take a look around?
That's where you been, huh?
Yeah, for a little bit over a year now, something like that.
Over a year? What? We haven't been here for a year.
So unfortunately, we got cut a little bit short with that whole predicament. And I assume after these 5 years, you got a lot to say.
Yeah, you think so, huh?
I'd assume so, yeah.
I think it's more one of them things where you're sitting in your room at night, can't really see much, you can see what your mind makes up in the dark. Think of all the things you'd say to someone who'd done you wrong.
Yeah, I just never mentioned
And you go
time
back to the
because-
conversations you had and think, I should have said this instead of that. And hell, you're saying it to yourself while you're laying there, pretending that they're there. See, I've had hundreds of conversations with you. It's how I came at peace with what was going on. Like I said, you're back to square one.
And what'd you say to me in all those conversations you had with yourself then, Jamie? I'm curious.
Oh, I called you a bright rainbow of names, tell you that much. I yelled at you for selling our family farm. I yelled at you for running away like a coward. I yelled at you for forsaking, as you were using in town, the brotherhood that we had. You left your family behind. Told you that a lot. Told you how things happen. Told you how Mama died. Told you about how it was watching her pale and frail. All these things that I wanted to tell you, but I had to tell the darkness while I laid in bed. Is this what you want to hear? Want to hear about the years I spent? My young adult life taken? Is that what you want to hear? How about running out of money jumping on a train? How about that? You sure I could have jumped in the mines? Could have done that. What'd you end up doing, huh? Ran away? Apparently you left all the money, so what'd you do?
I don't think it matters much what I did, Jamie. But I
think
want you
it
to get it all
does.
off your chest, all right? This is your time, and I've had it coming for 5 years now. So you want to tell me off? This is your chance, friend.
I blame you. I blame you for Mama dying. I blame you for... Hell, I blame you for everything. Just about everything except for what Daddy done. You left me and Mama to fend for ourselves. I was 17. I was a shrimp stick, 17, 140-pound wet boy. And you left me. I was always picking up the slack on the farm where you let off, fucking around with the girls next door, running off in the middle of the night, sleeping in. I did the work when you couldn't. And to repay me for that, you fucking left. All cause what? You couldn't handle that Dad was a shithead? We knew he was a shithead. I'm mad at you.
Whiskey, I said whiskey was 17 poker times.
All right, well, 18 was the magic.
18. Hear that?
That is strange. That is what Daddy used to say, too.
What's that?
Pa would always say when you did a job bad, he'd say something about 18. He'd say, oh, it takes you 18 minutes to do that, or 18 something. This is just strange that Bridget said that. It's real freaky, to be honest.
It's all right,
So yeah,
son.
I'm mad at you. I'm also mad you're still calling yourself Quinn, because I do not think you are Jody Quinn. You told me to get it off my chest. You ran just like Dad. I think you should go by Burtner, because it's just all you is. You cowardly ran just like our daddy, making a new life somewhere else, not dealing with the problems you left behind. So that about summarizes the nightly conversations I said I'd say to you in the dark. I hope Mama's up there and is happy that I got things off my chest. I hope that hurts. I really hope it do.
All right. Well, first of all, Jamie, I know that nothing I say here takes anything back. It ain't gonna bring Mama back. It ain't gonna change how you feel. It ain't gonna get rid of all those nights in the dark, and I understand that. And you ain't wrong neither. I ran. I felt betrayed by what Daddy did, alright? I didn't know how to handle it, and I was young, and I was dumb, and sure, I was a man. Not a smart one, not a courageous one, and definitely not a good brother or a good son, and I never claimed to be those things. But I am sorry, Jamie. I really is. And I know there's nothing I can do to change any of that. And I'd be lying to you if I didn't think about you every night when I put my head down on the pillow, alright? My baby brother I left behind, I get it. Okay? I do. But I want you to know I'm sorry. First off. Secondly, I want you to know that I'm willing to do whatever I can to mend this bridge. And I would do it even if I knew there was no chance of me mending that, because that's what a good brother does, and I'm trying to make things right. Now, you can ask these folks. I've been searching high and low for these folks that Upton robbed you. I have. Been putting a lot of time into a lot of my energy. And I know that ain't near the energy that you put into our ranch, okay? I understand that. Third, you's probably right. I am like Daddy. Trying to up and start a new life somewhere, but I ain't like him. Alright? I ain't putting bad in the world. I'm trying to put something good and do it to some extent, sure. We stuck some folks up, but that fella deserved it. And every folk I wronged in this state deserved it. And I ain't like Burtner the bank robber stealing from folks who need that money. Jamie, when I found out who he was, it broke me. You know how I looked up to him. He was my hero. I thought he was a good man. I know you and him had your differences, but he loved you just like he loved me. I didn't know what to do. So I ran. And I'm sorry that you had to watch Mama pass. I is. Alright? And she's watching down upon us now. I'm telling you, Mama, I'm sorry. But I don't want you to think that I just up and left you because that's what I thought I was right. I left y'all that money because I knew without me, well, that ranch would go to shit if someone would come up and take it from y'all. I was hoping that y'all could start a new life too. And leave behind whatever remnants Burtner the bank robber made for us. And we could all have a square one. And what I was scared of, Jamie, is if I stayed in that damn town, well, I'd end up just like him. And that's the last thing I want you to see.
I'll stretch.
And the last thing I want is to drag you into all my trouble, so I ran. Alright? It wasn't right, it wasn't good, but it's what I did. It's all I could think to do. But I want you to know I still love you, baby brother, even if you hate me with all your guts. I'd give you the shirt off my back if I could. So if you want to start from square one, we can start from square one. But I want you to know I'm here for you now. And whatever you want, you got it. That's the least I can do after these 5 years.
I want you to think on what you just said. I want you to remember that. At night, I want you to say them words, make them worth something. Because I did say that to you, square one. I don't hate nobody. I have those conversations with myself so that I can get over it. And that whenever I do need to say something to somebody, I know the words I'm going to say. And that they're going to end things. So you got to square one with me. And square one ain't a good thing. I got no stake in you. But what you can do is you can pray. Pray up to Mama. Ask her to guide your foot. Ask her to actually make your life right. Ask her to forgive you. Because honestly, it's always been about her. Could have left me and yeah, I would have disliked it, but the fact that you hurt her, that was the one that really cut. So I can't ever know if she will forgive you. I hope she will, for your own sake. But that's what I want. I want her to forgive you, and I want you to want her forgiveness. So that's what I ask. You do your best to make Mama right.
All right.
Is this where y'all stay, huh?
Hi.
Yeah,
How
it
you
ain't
like
much,
it?
but it's home.
Ain't exactly city living, but it's home.
Yeah. Jody said it's been about a year. Is that right?
Well, not for
Not-
everyone here,
not-
but
no.
me and Jody met a little over a year ago, yeah. We robbed each
Gotcha.
other.
Was that like a simultaneous thing?
What does that mean?
Well, they say, when young kids meet, guy and a girl, they steal each other's virtue. Is that what you're saying? You and him stole each other?
No, we took each other's money.
Yeah, it was a joke.
Oh,
It's a sex joke.
sorry.
All right. It's funnier when you explain it.
Yeah, either way. We both fucked each other over.
And what about Lady and Shane?
What do you mean?
Well, first of all, I don't know your name.
Name's Sadhbh.
Sav, all right.
Oh no, did I just crash?
And how did you get...
I did. 10 Yankee Bulldog. Perfect.
What's the matter with the gambling problem?
Well, it's not like the typical gambling problem. People say the gambling problem is when you're not winning, but you got a problem which you don't know when to stop. That sounds like severe executive functioning disorder there.
I don't know. He had a good hand.
He did have a good hand. It was good,
I mean,
But
a
it
good,
might
a
have
good
been
hand
the
don't matter, you know.
That better, you know what I mean? You fucked off with. But it
It
was
was-
walking out of the
couldn't have
place
been
with so many
closer.
people that were angry about them. I tell you that now.
Yeah, I knew
the
not.
paper.
I didn't even take all the money I won. I just script as much as I could in that fucking hat, put it on my head, and I grabbed a ticket and started running.
I had to buy myself a new table there as well. Broke the table.
Beating that table with his fist. He was. All I could hear was the angry screams of an Irishman as he beat the table. It was
Sounds about right.
I can sit back now and laugh about it, you know, and whatnot. Fuck me. In the time, I was so angry.
I'm hoping y'all don't let him gamble again, right?
Uh,
I think it was
Shane sort of does
couple
what he
of
wants
nights
to.
back.
Right?
Yeah, he does what he wants, but
We're not his babysitters.
he got so drunk he went and took all his money from the bank and hopped down to the casino boat, and we just watched the man unravel. We lost every penny, fell in the fucking harbour. Beautiful.
Hey, I woke up the next day thinking it was a dream, but apparently it wasn't.
It
Yeah,
was
you
not a
had your own
dream.
Boston Tea Party, did you?
Just
Something
something,
like
I'll
that.
tell you that now. Something.
What do y'all do when it comes down like this?
Well, sometimes I get under the tent like I'm going to, but I don't know. They
For the
don't
most
mind
part, we
brooding in
tough
the
it
rain.
out. I mean, two of us
Just
from
tough it
Ireland
out?
that sort of just dead us all the time.
We come from a place where it's always raining. We learn to adapt, right? I've grown some gills.
I don't mind the rain at all, but sometimes it gets a little much, you know.
Right?
They say about a chill, though.
Oh, I've got a fire.
So we're gonna fire right there.
Put the sun's out as well. Warm up in a minute. I admit it ain't ideal, but then again I haven't bathed in about 7 days, so this might be a favour to everyone.
Whereabouts are we?
Well, we're about a
Seventh
quarter
circle
day's
of
ride
battle.
from Saint Denis, and then we're about a quarter
Okay.
day ride from Mansburg.
Okay, bud.
Yeah,
All right. We're between them two.
Yeah.
Sorry, I know you were asking me a question, then I sort of had a wee bit of
Yeah,
a
you
headache.
ignored me. It's fine. I talked to Shane instead.
Uh-huh. All right, well, as long as that's cleared up, I suppose.
Make it more interesting anyway. At least you know that.
Oh, is it? He's probably right.
Well, I'll ask it again. I learned everybody and how they became friends and associated with Jody. Curious on you as well.
Well, to be honest, I think they were about to rob me, and then they liked me so much they brought me on with them. I actually saw them up on top of a hill, and they were standing around a fire, and I took out me binoculars and took a look towards them, and well, Bridger here, he came running up and wanted to know what I was doing. He well, I'll say invited, but I didn't feel like I had too much of a choice for me to come back, have a look at what they were doing. And after a moment's conference with Jody there, he told me, you see that fella standing over there by the fire? You go over there and you rob him. I think it was you rob him or we rob you, something like that. Either way, I hopped off my horse and robbed him.
And what was his name? Franklin or something?
Aye, Franklin, I think. He was a very odd fella. Very, very odd.
Seems like it fits the bill for you.
I don't know, what do you
Tried
mean by
to do the
that?
same thing to me today. Oh my God! Shut up, God!
Welcome to the camp.
Aye, this weather's quite unpleasant, though. Ugh. Just when you thought the rain was getting
You
over
said
it.
the sun was coming out.
Aye, well, apparently,
well, I mean, it was out
Fucking
at the
smoke.
time.
Why does it always come to me? I hate that. Every time I'm around a fire, smoke follows me.
think you're cursed.
There's so many places in town that y'all can, you know, be under a roof, you know.
Focusing me on the fire doesn't look great.
Yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do, eh? I keep telling him city living's the way to do it, but
Bridger, what are you cooking there?
I'm grabbing my coat.
well, it's just some fucking meat I found.
You found it? Where'd you find it?
Well, I mean, one of them was a bear we just shot.
Alright.
Big old, it's a bear flank, right here, whatever the fuck you call it.
Well, at least it's fresh, I suppose.
Yeah. And this other meat, I don't know. Cut it off something I don't remember.
Take
Fuck
it,
this,
I
I'm
take
getting
it to
the tan.
meat
It's
so
pouring
old
out.
that you can't remember where you got it. It's time to throw it out.
We're going to have now.
It's pouring. Look at it. It's coming down.
Aye, it really is.
Hey, that's Martine.
Aye, and it's best one for keeping the rain off.
Sitting on your bed.
Oh, make yourself at home, why don't you?
How's this for a cuddle puddle? You like this one?
I mean, you
I
did
mean,
no,
say
I do
you
not.
did, you
Four
did
map
tell
checks in here.
about most of us that we could share the tent with you, Bridger.
I told you you could. You were the one that declined.
Do y'all sleep all in here, all four of you? In these,
No. My
No, we
tent's
don't
on the other
typically
side.
sleep in here.
This is my tent, but Jody moved in recently.
So you just have these two side bedrolls for the bugs.
No. So I don't roll. Look, I sleep like an alligator, death rolls for days. I
Alright.
grab a blanket, I roll up in it, mate. You ever done that before?
You ever rolled up in a blanket?
You should try it sometime. Call it a
Alright, now,
roly-poly.
Okay, all right. We get there, and then what? What's the other bedrolls for?
It's his space.
In
Why are
case
you
I wanna
gonna
roll
criticize
twice,
it?
yeah.
Aye.
A critic. All right, sorry. I didn't mean to intrude or offend. I was just curious on the inner machinations of this tent etiquette.
Yeah, I mean, in case I need to double bag it.
Oh, all right. So we go for the double. Gotcha.
Hey, it keeps you nice and warm. What if one gets wet, you know? Jody's in there crying about missing you.
I meant about a pageant of a corn turd.
I haven't been
speaking
mad about the
about-
pageant all right.
You
Hey,
were
speaking
moping
about crying,
all
that fucking
morning
Vic-
about.
that purple plum fella earlier on, he's like, don't take my guns, I'm 3,000 in debt. I looked him dead in the eyes.
Oh, I saw that. I had to hold it in. I saw you do it. I was like, you son of a bitch.
He was grinning below my mask. I was laughed in front of his
Probably
face.
for him
but I
riding
didn't want-
Gavin.
They had to keep a professional little thing going there.
He got it for riding and being
You did
seen
it
with
so
Gavin.
quick, too. You didn't even take a beat, nothing. Just instantly.
Yeah, I
fuck
think
that
I
guy.
did hear some steps behind the cabin while y'all were doing that.
Really?
Yeah, I think they might have been who they went out and talked to. There's always someone in the bushes.
Well, depends.
Aye, sure seems it.
All right,
I'm,
well,
I'm,
this
bet it
I'm
was
happy
John.
that it didn't happen the way that
I bet it was
thought
John,
it could have.
the
That man
native.
bringing his own posse.
Hey,
Was
we're
that
alright.
quit
The
raining?
rain stopped now, so I'm going to
Let
see.
rain stop. We can all stop making my tent wet.
Melting over there.
It's
the
not
meat's
like you bring
burning.
people here to make them wet yourself.
But we
No,
actually have a
that's
rule
a
against that.
rule-
we have a
rule of the
camp
camp.
code.
Camp
Little
code.
joke there, you know.
Yeah, no lovers back to camp.
Gotcha.
That looks grand there, Bridger. Well done.
It certainly is.
Is that what you call grand cooking there, Shane? All
It
right.
looks eatable, definitely. Of course. I make a joke,
Eatable.
it looks
Oh,
shiny.
sure.
It
All
looks
right,
shiny.
sure. Aye. Why don't you be honest, eh?
And I wouldn't enter this into no page.
Well, if
Hey,
you did it,
Paige.
it might get third place.
Oh, here we go. It never ends.
Should we put up a shelf on a tree for your little your third place trophy, eh?
Oh, aye, we could do that.
I did read something on the way just this morning. Was that pageant the Rhodes pageant?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, so you're telling me that you lost to the gunsmith?
Yeah, listen, it was
And
rigged. He
Mato.
was a resident of Rhodes.
Hold
It's
on.
why he won.
Stop.
All
we,
right.
we need to put a line through this right now. Your second prize winner was Mato.
Yeah, well,
I
he
don't know
stitches
this fella.
everybody
What's
else.
wrong?
Ah, TeamSpeak crashed.
So I thought I had a good end, but I think Coop was closer to them than I was, and apparently I got all the lowdown, Jamie. Mr. Motto actually took first in the face qualification. I took second somehow, but apparently ladies love his face. The lady judges did.
Yeah, all right. Well,
I don't know.
Wallet.
I know.
well, I'm
it's
happy that he
flabbergasting me
got
too.
what he got. Then I guess Jesus Christ.
Jody,
What?
you want to hear some harsh truths? I need to
No.
actually back you up a little bit, so please
Oh, okay.
don't dance on this for too long.
All right, go on.
There is no such thing as an ugly rich man.
Yeah, he is rich. Tell you that much. He would do this thing at the craps table. He'd toss 100 on, and then ride his horse to the bank to grab another 100, and sometimes be back to put that 100 back on the line before the point was met. It was ridiculous.
Sounds like I'd like to know when he's gambling. I might spend some time by the bank.
Yeah, maybe.
Anyway, I'm taking at least $200 from.
If I'm gonna be honest with you, it's a big score, obviously, to take something from the man, but it's not smart. He's obviously part of a tribe, and tribes run deep, and that's like asking a militia to come upon you.
Yeah, if only you knew everything about it, Jamie.
Me and your brother already danced in that grave, trust me.
Well,
You
I
had
didn't
one
dance
foot
in
in
the
it.
grave. You invited me to the ball, Bridget, and I didn't know everyone was going to be wearing red.
Well, I didn't hear nothing about that.
Well, that's good then.
Hey,
Wait,
not
what-
everything
what's
makes the
this?
paper. It's before
I-
your time.
Y-
Right
were
before
y'all
everyone's time.
going at the Wapiti?
Well,
No.
no, not exactly. It's
You wanna tell it?
complicated. You tell.
Well, I mean,
All
I'll
right,
tell you that
well-
it's just not smart. All right, they get shit done.
Well, you see,
Seen it.
when I first got here, Jamie, I needed some money because, well, I left all the money with you and Mama. So I decided I'd do, a lick of mining. And this fella that called himself the caveman, well, he upped and robbed me everything I had, cleaned me out, right? Then he put me on the back of his own horse, which made no sense, smacked his ass and had me riding to who the fuck knows where, tied in ropes. I wiggled myself free and I got the hell out of there and, well, never saw the fella again. Me and Bridget come back later looking for this fella, and this melt named Bill just begs to come along with us, real fool of a man. He says, "Oh, can I come along with you? I'd love to beat up some fella I don't know." And me and Bridget said, "All right, well, you asking for it then." So we take Bill to this cave and we rob him in search for the caveman. Meanwhile, Bill's over there bragging about how he stole this fella's horse, and we're sitting here saying, "Why you telling
Woman's
us all
horse.
this, Bill?"
It's a
Yeah.
lady's horse he took.
Yeah, he stole some lady's horse. So we up and ramen as we're exiting the cave. This lady's horse is sitting there, and Bridget just takes his rifle and puts the poor beast down. And like clockwork, a whole tribe of natives roll up on us, asking what we're doing in this cave, asking why we killed a horse, who's the man
Yeah, they
in
were
the
closing
cave.
its eyes. They were like knelt down on it, closing its
yeah.
eyes, all soft. And one of its eyes was hanging out of its fucking head.
It's just you and I, isn't it? Yeah, it is just you and me.
It's
So,
just you and me.
so it's me and Bridget.
Five of them surround us.
against
and the
5
chief,
natives.
Guy. Yeah.
They go and find Bill, and we throw the son of a bitch to the wolves. We tell him that he's the caveman, that he robs people, and somehow Bill tells them all these things that match with our story as well. For some reason, Bill didn't, toss us back to the wolves, and that was all fine and dandy. They asked us to make tribute, so we go and take this bear pelt over to a sacred tree, and this fella named what the hell is his name? John True Spirit. He tells them to round up around us. He says, surround them. Me and Bridget, well, we puff our chests out. I get my double barrel on. I said, what's that, fella? And we start a little dance on our horses. And for some reason, they let me and Bridget walk out of there.
Well, I mean, it wasn't really some reason. They told us to leave, and we, that one fella, I said, you want some to him. Well, we gave as good as we got. And then he wanted to go back there and go kill them all. And they walked us off their land. We ended up going up to the Wapiti reservation and talking to Wachuga, and we squared it all away. Let them know it was all a misunderstanding, and we've come to learn that Bill was lying all along. They gave Bill a fucking revolver, and he did tell them he was wrong. So it turns out that in the end, Bill had been lying to us. But it's a long,
that's
convoluted,
interesting.
Yeah, a bunch of
boring
weird
story.
maze in that story.
Yeah, it probably had to be there. Long and short story is, at one point, they were looking to kill us all. Well, me and him.
Oh, yeah, they wanted to take our heads and put them on spikes.
Oh, yeah. 5 of them surrounded us about their chief, and they were all like surrounding him. So I started bumping my horse into my fucking, revolver out, like, you want to try it? It was something. I think that's as close as you can get to a gunfight without actually having one.
Well, I'm glad nothing happened because it'd be sad. They are nice people if you put them in the right situation.
Well, yeah, we spoke to Wachuga. He invited us into his tent. We spoke in terms of peace. We got on pretty well with Wachuga, I reckon. Not too bad.
I find most people are good if you get them in the right situation.
Yeah, some people just finish in 3rd place, though. Like old Padge over there.
Was there a prize for first? I'm just curious.
Yeah, it was $1,000. That's why I ended.
That is ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
How are you gonna give somebody $1,000 for
Right
existing?
now, it don't seem so ridiculous.
You just exist, and you're born with that privilege of being pretty. They should give $1,000 to the loser, the least pretty. That way they
You
have
say
a little bit easy in life.
fucking dollars.
Yep. Don't
You
seem
didn't
something
think
out there
to
now,
rig
does
none
it?
of that. You didn't
no,
think
we
to
should have
coerce.
got wigs, makeup, the whole fucking lot.
Aye, this is why I was talking about, putting together a sham sort of pageant.
No one said $1,000 fucking dollars. I'll be there in a dress and high heels. What the fuck?
Put you in a corset, make your titties pop.
Hey, you could have popped on my titties for $1,000.
Exactly. See, now it don't seem so silly now, does it?
Oh, you're moping about
No,
it,
I'm
though.
pissed you only finished 3rd.
I'm only moping because y'all keep pulling my leg about it.
I'm pissed they gave the #1 guy. He's already winning. He's already pretty. What's he need the money for?
He ain't that pretty. Come on now.
But
There was
I mean,
definitely
he
better
won.
looking folks in the
Apparently, he's
pageant.
2 times more pretty than you.
Well, that ain't exactly fair, but
I'm just saying it don't make
why
sense
don't
to
we do
give him
this?
already.
We should do this. We should do another good-looking contest, but this time we'll do
Well, if
shit.
it's Mr. Rhodes, do you
Saint
think?
Denis.
I got another question. Did you pay to get into that?
That's what
Do
I'm
you
like.
fellas think
Oh, it's
that
free.
if
Alright. I was
it's
gonna be double mad at you.
Mr.
Sorry, Sad.
Rhodes, then they'll be doing Mr. Saint Denis, Mr. Valentine, things like that?
yeah, and
Alright, well, we can enter more of you and try and win those as well, eh?
yeah, something tells me entering either Bridget or Shane in those is not a good idea.
Well, I mean, no one's actually said anything for quite a while. They could do their hair up different or something like that. And
Oh yeah.
So now we're allowed.
really? Really?
Oh, hey, what?
Shane, were
little
you,
devil.
were you losing attention span too? Because he kept on talking, and my brain just kind of went.
Hey, no, just.
I completely lost the thread of conversation.
The mole or something like that. What's happening?
Hey, the money.
What about it?
Tell them it's French.
Wait, what are we talking about now?
I think you're talking about hair. I don't know. Law, hair, arrested.
No, we're talking about the mullet, the hair. That haircut I got, sorry, it was called a mullet. It made the
Oh.
paper.
Oh, you mean a mullet?
No, the T is silent. It's French,
I don't-
okay? It's like chalet.
Is it really?
Yes, mullet.
Malay. All right.
Huge in Paris. Everywhere.
I'm gonna go with it.
So what about you then, Jamie? What you been doing since I left? What you been doing since you got here?
I've just been
Malay.
traveling. I didn't even know you were gonna be here, to be honest. After what happened, didn't really have much time me to the area anymore. So I don't know. I bought a couple sets of clothes, some luggage, and threw it on a train. I landed a few spots for here, New Orleans, etc. Didn't really find my footing, and there ain't much story to it, I guess. I'm just existing like everyone else. Sorry to not give you some gallivanting story. Life ain't always like that. Did grab the gun off the mantle, though, before anything happened with that guy who came to the ranch.
I was looking at that. It's mighty pretty. If it's the one on your back.
Yeah, it's one.
But it's worth some money.
Buy something like that definitely is.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth anything. It's more priceless. It's kind of my last relic.
I'm telling
you
you,
should
here
store
it'd be
that.
worth quite a bit. What
Keep
if
that somewhere safe.
like, if it really, really means that much to you, then you might not want to be carrying it around because it will get ripped off of your back.
It's safest in my hands, because if anyone tries to take it, it's flying.
All right.
We just sort of caution you that because I robbed a gun off a fella who then later told me that, you know, it was his dead brother's gun. He was lying about it, but, he died
Well,
not
if it
too
truly
soon
was,
after.
I'd be surprised you
Maybe
lived
man,
past
sure.
it. I'm sorry to say. If anyone would take this from me, I'd hunt them to the end of the earth, and I'd have my way.
Gotcha. So what's your plans from here, then?
Well, I think
I'm
I might
guessing
go
you
check
ain't
out
gonna-
Armadillo, investigate some things.
Jesus Christ. And I'm going to have a little guess here that you ain't going to be staying at the camp based on what we've been getting into.
I'm not sure. I don't have a good answer for you on it. I'm gonna be straight about it. Y'all seem to have a list of sorts.
A list?
Yeah, something like you got a book that's being written, right? Everybody got their own story, and it seems that yours is written in ink that is already made a name for itself. You know, you're kind of in the thick of it. Now, I'm not necessarily in the thick of it. I got my exposition, so to speak. I could be the Prince Charming who gets his lady stolen away with that Bianca. You know, maybe I got my story of how I gotta disparage that lawman who stole that lady from me. Or I could chase on down those people who offended me so badly outside of Valentine. I got so many things I can go after. So I don't know where a story leads, you know? Kind of just left foot, right footed. But I don't exactly like this whole run out of a building with our guns out in the pursuit of a rifle. If I'm going to be honest, that's just not exactly my kind of plot point. If we're going with the story analogy,
Are you an otter or something like that?
maybe I could be.
You're using a lot of metaphor involving writing in books, so I had to
Well,
ask.
I'm just trying to keep it in the theme.
Hey,
Make
I'd
it
sooner
about
have
war,
a story
you know?
about running out of a shack and successfully robbing the person that you set up than having a lawman fuck the girl I dated once. It's a better story than that.
Jamie, what
Yeah,
did you come
maybe.
out to DeCrossing specifically for? Was it because you wanted to speak with Jody? Did you know he was out here?
No, I was just traveling.
In pursuit of, you looking for legitimate employment or something like that? Because I do remember hearing you say that, you know, if you wanted money, you could have gone to the mines, and sort of
Yeah, I could
wondering
have
why
slaved
didn't
away
you
and ruined things.
ruin things.
Yeah, you never met a miner? They ain't got
Boy,
lungs
I'm
past
just-
30.
Just saying that, you know, if you don't want to work in a mine, you don't want to work in the fields. Unless you are an otter.
Town forming a cuddle puddle with the nearest woman. That's what he wants to be doing.
All right,
He's a
well,
man.
you know, he's got to get some money in his pocket somehow. That's all I'm saying. If he's
Is
not
there
an
something so
otter, and
wrong
he's,
with wanting
he's
to
not-
lay with ladies?
No, there ain't.
There's
Well,
more
listen,
to
you go
life.
off an armadillo trying to be some kind of hero, you're gonna get yourself killed. Now I know how good of a crack shot you is, and I assume you gotten better since I've been gone. You only got so many bullets in that rifle. Let me do some digging. I'll find these folk, and you and I go find them together. All right, that's the least I can do.
It's an
Now,
idea.
you say all these things about we in the thick of it. I don't think you know what you don't know. And you can say, sure, people talk around a poker table, but for the amount of things we done and never been in a jail cell, that's something to me.
Like, how many people take we robbed without getting hit for it? 20?
I robbed
25?
over 10 myself, by myself, so.
I've robbed a few myself as well.
Yeah, all right.
Easily
Well,
over 20 people.
I'm a little interested in the loose ends.
Poker tables.
Yeah, I'm curious of that as well.
Likewise.
He won't have the names.
Yeah, so I'm curious on. I'm curious, like, I know you ain't been caught, if that's the case. If you haven't been arrested, sure.
No, we haven't.
But I'm curious how many files they got in there that are like, you know, 70% completed. You know, they got the profile. Curious. You know, if you ever do get caught on a job, they bring you in and then you fit the bill. They call in all the witnesses and then you just got a whole ton of shit on you. I'm just curious. It's interesting.
That's
Never
usually
been
how
caught
we do
once.
things, ain't it?
Well, you either lead the sort of life that we're living, or you don't. That's sort of what I was driving at. What are you out here for? Are you looking to work on the side of the law or on the other side of it? It all comes to one place eventually, eh? You either
You know what, fuck
get
it.
caught,
I'm
you have
just
to...
going to say it. Why don't we go ask Bianca?
I don't know why you keep using her like you think she's a
Because
a
you're
chess
dragging our
piece in
life
this.
through the fucking mud, mate.
I'm
Here
doing
I
what
am,
now?
flicking it back onto yours.
You're just standing there as if you've...
It's fair, you're
got
judging
something
us and
better,
your brother.
like-
I understand some shit's going on between you two and I'll allow it, but the second you're going to fucking poke at us for it, mate, you're going to have an
I
issue.
don't recall me poking at anybody.
Oh,
Did I offend?
Yeah, I mean, a little bit, yeah. That's why I've been
What,
poking at you.
please elaborate to me.
I mean,
what I
you're
did to
sort
offend.
of turning your
Oh,
nose
you're
up at a
fucking explanation,
camp.
pal.
It's quite a bit, hey?
Turning my nose up at a camp. I simply suggested we could get out of the rain under a building. Listen,
talking
I
about
did not
your
mean
general
to
demeanor.
offend.
Well, I'm
Is it about
sorry
the camp?
that
Is that what
no,
it was?
No. I
No,
can
it's-
explain it all if you
it's
want to.
like-
It's your general attitude towards anything we've ever done or will do. You look down upon us. But honestly, mate, I look down upon you.
All right.
McKenna is fucking your woman.
Oh my! I went on a few dates with her. Calling her my woman is not
melee.
anyway integrous to what it was. And also, like I said, I'm not one who's gonna be angry at a woman for not loving me. She makes that mistake herself. I feel like if anyone man was mad about that kind of thing, they're kind of not strong themselves. Regardless of that fact, I wasn't saying that I didn't understand why you do what you do and why and what ways you do what you do. I'm just saying if I were to do something like take that guy's gun, I would have done it a little differently. I say.
Hey, but we asked you in there, how would you do it? You just didn't say no.
Why you wouldn't say
I
anything.
met you but 30 minutes earlier. I don't.
Then
I,
say
I
no.
still.
Tell us, if you're gonna do it, how is he gonna do it then? Huh? I'm curious.
If I was
now.
gonna rob a man,
Uh-huh. Now, keep in mind, Jamie, this fella's different. That fella's not how we typically do things. That fella's a little different, and that fella that was with him, we wanted to see if he was good on his word and making right with us, which he did.
Like, we
So.
specifically set that up, and that
is a
fella's
big risk.
particularly a bit of an idiot.
It is. That's true.
Yeah. Well, Sadhbh, I see that he was an idiot. I was saying that whenever I was sitting in there, I was thinking maybe I'm going to get myself shot here because these fellas put up a deal with a man that they had squabbles with before. Because if I was that man, I put myself in the shoes of the people that I do good and bad to. That if I was that man, I would have assembled a crew and came back and fucked you.
Yeah, well, luckily we knew the kind of person we were dealing with.
Aye, we know that he
Typically,
doesn't have
it's a good trait
anybody.
of a Quinn to be a bad judge of character. Not the
Right,
rest
that's
of
why we
us.
didn't just walk in there
Oh.
blind like you're trying to do with Armadillo.
Oh, let's stop there. You want to say that again real quick just so I understand what you said?
Me?
Yeah, I like words and I like to know what they were. So you said something about my judge of character and my last name?
No, I wasn't talking about just you. I also shared with your brother there, Jody.
Let's elaborate
Terrible
on what it
judges
was
of-
then.
You're terrible judges of character. You misjudge people. At least he
Really?
does. I'm assuming it runs in the family.
It's a big assumption.
Yeah, I mean, I is friends with you.
You're
so I
the king
guess.
of assumptions here, this campaign.
Aye, you're making a lot of assumptions there, bud.
Maybe I am, but one thing I can't assume is that you don't take someone's last name like that. Quinn is my last name and I own it. I make it what it is. All right? Jody don't exactly hold the Quinn name like I said. He's more Bertner. And
Yeah,
that
you
is
think he
legally
shouldn't
what
have
his
it.
last name is.
This is me backing your brother.
Well, we've
Don't
only ever
know.
You can
heard
back
by
him
him.
all you want. What I'm saying to you is that if there is ever going to be civility, which I was putting on the table, it will not be where you're talking bad on my name, because my name means something to me. Might be
You're
one of the
talking
only
bad on
things that
all of
means
us,
to me.
pal. You can attach this stigma to a fucking last name if you want to, but you're here insulting us at our camp. I will always be civil to you on the basis of my friendship with Jody, but does not mean I have to fucking like you when I'm being civil. Please don't mistake my atrocities on your last name to be that more than a common cultural difference.
I don't see it that way. I see that you were doing it to try and make a little bit of a ploy. You were trying to take a jab, and that's the fact of it. It's the way you said it, and that's what it was.
Oh yeah, I don't deny that. Well, the jab isn't at your last name.
Jab is at my
It's
Judge
your
of
lack of
character.
information and understanding on the topic that you speak on. We knew this fucking fella. We knew he could be trusted. We knew he's a mountain. He wouldn't have people. We got him wrapped around our little finger. We knew that wouldn't be a possibility, or we wouldn't have done it.
Aye, we knew both the people involved and who we were working with.
We're not fucking amateurs, mate.
He's not
I
wrong,
think
Jamie.
that you're now taking my role of assumptions. I was not trying to say that you were amateurs.
Aye,
I'm
all right,
saying
well,
that
you were
makes sense.
going on and on about all the
Shit.
things
Are
that
we
could have
going
gone
to jump
wrong
on
with
the
the job that we
sentence
did.
before it's over? I said I do not think that you're amateurs, but me, being someone who had just met you, not 30 minutes prior, had none of that information, so I had to operate off of the assumptions that I knew. So you were taking offense to something in the past,
Doggy.
and I don't like that because you're really jumping on it. But again, like I said, if we're not gonna be friends, because you said that you might not want to be, that's fine. But I've got my business; you can have yours, right?
Yeah, I wish it didn't have to be that way, Jamie. I wish that we all could get on the same page. And you still didn't answer my damn question.
What's that?
It was up to you, and you was robbing that man. Now, given the context is a little different, what would you have done?
And what the goal is just you want us things.
That's why I hit Bridge earlier.
And we want to humble
So I
him.
hit
That's what we
F
do,
to
folks.
put it
And why
away.
does
That
he
fella's
need
been a
humbling?
thorn in our side for quite some time.
What did that man do?
Well, there was a fella that was mauled to bits by a fucking bear. We took him out into a camp, got him some medical treatment. We asked him to politely ride off so we could give the doctor space to breathe. He comes back with a posse of folks who was running their gums. We
No,
asked him to
no,
leave
it
again.
wasn't his posse. He was just picked up as a
I
number.
understand.
I'm explain it to your brother here.
Yeah. He kept running his gums. The fella's just a thorn in a lot of people's sides, Jamie. Fella goes around tossing around reputation about being part of some gang in Van Horn and being part of some two-bit criminal posse in Thieves Landing. He's one of them fellas that ain't gonna fight his own fight, and he'd rather use someone else's name, hoping that that name throws punches for him. You understand?
He's
He's the
also
type of
some.
fella to try and negotiate a robbery as well. Tell me to give his guns back for future business. I don't know what the fuck the fella is. I already got my business I wanted. I got the guns. My business is done.
Speaking of
That
those
type of
guns,
fella.
we need to divide those up on who wants them. I don't give a damn, but yeah, they are.
Selling them, ain't we?
And we could, yeah.
Hey, what about the old couple at the side of the road? There was an old couple, man and wife, with a broken wagon. The wagon wheel was busted. And he wouldn't even stop to help them.
He said, check the bushes. Make
Yeah,
sure
check
there's
the
no one in the
This is
bushes.
a setup. There's a poor old man and wife there, genuinely. Well, I mean, okay, it was a setup. But how the fuck did this fella know that? You know, he's a milk. He's an untrusting little shitbag and a vigilante to boot. But personally, I think he got off lightly. If you weren't there, I likely would have stabbed him.
Oh, and if he's 3,000 in debt, then he's probably almost certainly been fined for things he's done against the law.
Trouble with the law. Please don't take $3,000 in debt.
That's why
Hey,
he hates him.
fella. Don't come out here, you dumb cunt.
Did you set up a fake wagon?
Yes, Jody
Oh,
had a
and you're
Russian
mad
wife.
that he figured it out?
No, I'm not mad that he figured it out.
So you blame him for figuring it out, calling him a melt because he didn't fall for your carriage trick?
What are you trying to get at here? He didn't even give it a chance.
I just don't
He
think that's a good reason to dislike him because he
And,
saw
Well,
through
no,
it.
I
dislike
agree,
him
that's
for why he
fine,
came
that's
to the,
fine.
No,
That
no,
wasn't the
let
way
me
we did
fucking finish. I
Alright.
don't fucking like him because he fucking came over when someone was fucking out to a camper in the middle of the fucking night.
That's valid.
That's
I'm just
why I
saying,
don't
don't bring
fucking
up
like him.
reasons that aren't really that valid.
I'm
Like,
giving you a fucking backstory on this fella. Is that all right?
Yeah, but you're saying he's untrusting. Well,
There you go with
everyone
your
should be
fucking
untrusting.
judgments again when it isn't okay to not like somebody.
I'm not. All right, listen.
Ready to judge
you
you,
just
though,
not
mate.
like to see reason on any other perspective? Is that how it is? You just can't
No,
see
I don't.
any
I
other
just
opinion?
don't like you, pal.
Okay, all right. Well, that settles that you don't like me. Thank you for that perspective. I respect
Yeah.
that.
Hey, you come here, you shit all over fucking everything, including your fucking brother.
He
We
didn't
give
like
him
me
a rough
much
time,
either
but
when
we
I
care.
first met him.
Why, again, that's
No,
sort
that's
of why I
true.
was wondering why I was
we
here.
were at odds. But don't you fucking come here and make your judgments and assumptions and say, well, I had to make the assumption and have all the facts. That's a cop-out. You fucking know it.
What's cop out now? Me meeting you 30
doing?
minutes ago and then not knowing what you were doing? That's cop out.
You're willfully making the assumptions. Well, you could have just kept your fucking mouth shut about it all, couldn't you?
Yeah, so let me take this mouth that God gave me and this brain that I have and do nothing with it. I will walk into every situation blindly and ignorant. See,
Oh, aye,
I
that
know
sounds
you're
like a
on
grand
this
idea because
ignorantly-
that's exactly what he was driving at. Aye.
Right, that is what I'm driving at. Sometimes it's okay to shut the fuck up.
and
Don't
that's
know
what I
anything
did at
about
that
it.
meeting whenever they brought up Bianca, okay? That's what I did.
Grand.
And I could have said something. I could have fucked around and been like, well, you shouldn't do that. I could have done a lot of things. Because, again, I was walking into something strange because I was just going to some plum thing because no one told me anything. All right? I know when to hold my tongue. So I'm here talking, okay? And I'm here showing you what kind of a man I am. I do say what I think. And I'm sorry that I'm not here to suck your dick. I'm telling you what I think. And if you're mad at the things
Right.
I say, we can have a conversation about that.
No one
But I don't
fucking
need
asked you,
hostility.
pal. You're here off the basis of being related to Jody, all right?
What about it?
Only reason you're fucking here, pal.
All right, I don't think that's at all.
Listen,
Going
what
against
are
what I
y'all thinking
said.
about? I don't even understand anymore. I don't.
That's truth. I do not know what.
I don't know what both of you
the
thinking
goal
about. Y'all
is
just
there of
arguing
this
to argue.
conversation.
All right? I get it.
No, it's fine. He
Richard
don't
thinks
like
you're
me.
judging us, and it's not
I
like
don't
I mean-
like your judgments.
He is.
Judgments. You realize you walk through life judging everything. Everything you see is a judgment.
Why? But you don't go judging it and then running your mouth off to the people you're judging about why you're judging them.
Thank you, Sadhbh.
Ah! Ah! Again. Yeah, rage emotes in chat, please.
Yeah, already gone, right? Fucking forget it.
Now, what I don't want, Jamie, is you riding off and getting yourself fucking killed. All right?
Well, I don't want that either. So with that, we can agree.
All right. Now, I would like you two to somehow come to some sort of agreement, whether that's a fist fight, whether that's you gamble, whether that's you do something, but I don't want my
you know
best
what?
friend and
I
my
don't
baby
need it.
brother being up
Give
in
me
arms.
give me your full laid out plans about you going down to Armadillo, but I'm going to tell you how I'd fucking do it. How about that?
All right, that's
We'll
fair.
agree on
I'm
that.
gonna go
I'm gonna
down to
tell you the
Armadillo.
smart version of doing that.
I'm gonna sit on the ridge line. I'm gonna go probably, I'd say, 150 meters outside of town. Use a binocular to look in, see if anyone's at the saloon. Check if there's any horses. See if anybody leaves or someone lags behind. See if there's any horses that get left in there. I don't strike. But if there is one, I'll go in and I'll have a little conversation with them, and maybe I'll make an example to show the other family members what happens when they fuck with me.
We go do that in town.
Yeah, I don't know
I'll
about
do that in
It's
that
not how
dead-ass
I'd do
town.
it. Mate, it's not how I'd do it
That's
at
fair.
all.
You can do it how you want to.
It's not how I'd do it. I don't
I'm
like
not
that.
bringing a party like you did to me, right?
Seems
Doesn't sound like a
haphazard.
smart
They
idea,
could
doesn't
have
sound like a
more
smart idea.
people. Yeah, it's not
You
smart.
could have more people, but I don't have that liberty.
I might have more people. I would say it's not smart at all.
I agree. I think it would be smarter to have a crew, but I don't have one of them.
Yeah, probably because you treat people like shit. Hey, you should ask me how I'd do it.
Oh, hey, how'd you do it?
I ain't telling you.
Oh, good. All right. Well, hey, that's your perspective. You get to have that.
Oh, come on now.
No, I'm serious. That's the thing is, man, I'm not going to sit around and suck
No,
someone's
no,
cock.
come on you, come on him, come on now.
No, I'm dead serious. Like, I sit here and I will say how I think, no matter what. I don't deal with this
I ain't asking you
bravado
not to tell you
of
what you
anybody.
think. I ain't
I'm
asking
putting
you
it
to do
out
that.
there that I do not give a fuck if
Fucking
my words are
hell.
going to bother people. I'm going to say what I think and we can talk about
Well,
it.
a lot of people say that, and then they go get shot by somebody just saying.
Oh, just for their words.
Aye, they do. You'd be surprised how many times it
People have
happens.
died for much less.
With
People have died for doing nothing.
right?
People have lived for much more.
Hey,
I'm not
perhaps.
quite sure what that's supposed to mean, but all right.
Are we saying that people have lived for a better purpose than dying for words? I think I get it. Smart.
Regardless of the fact, I don't need him to come to terms with anything, Jody. Just like he don't need me to come to terms with anything. We are two different men who live different lives in different ways.
Yeah, I'm happy having apparently everyone suck my dick. Just like I'd like you to do. Whenever you're ready.
And that's a want you're gonna have your whole life. I'm sorry to say.
You are truly a shit star, you know that?
There's a couple of lasses on the slow, my dude.
Oh my. Listen, I'd really prefer y'all could just make up. It's gonna make my life a whole lot easier, alright?
There ain't nothing to make up on.
I don't think you understand it.
Well, I think your brother would have to accept just a wee bit of humility.
I've never understood you my entire life right there.
It ain't gonna come overnight, fella. You can't just wish it into existence.
Alright, there we go.
This is just two people that cut from different cloths, mate. That's all.
I think y'all's cut from a very
Not
similar
how the world
cloth. I think you
works,
don't admit it, but that's fine. You both stubborn. You both are gonna say what's on your mind, and you both love to fucking argue. So,
Yeah, well, when he proves himself, I'll allow my judgment to change, eh?
Aye, but he's going to have
Oh, so
to
now you're the one
accept a
judging,
wee
huh?
bit of humility
Everyone
there.
judges. You're the one that said that, Pam.
Yeah, I know
Can't
that
walk
is.
through life without judging, apparently.
It's a joke. It's funny when you explain it.
No,
Alright.
there's no jokes for it, I don't know.
All right, I'm gonna go walk down to
Yeah.
the river. This was fun.
Alright.
We should do it again.
are you
Don't
being
get a
facetious
taste
there or
of
no?
around the
Yes,
board
I'm being
tender.
facetious.
Of course he's being facetious.
Well, he doesn't know what that means, so I don't know if he means with that.
Well, Jody, this is great. Okay. Like I said, pray to Mama. That's who you
What,
got an issue with.
you're just gonna up and leave?
Absolutely, yes. I know when I'm wanted.
Yeah, well, I want you.
Well, sorry. You had 5 years to want me. I'm going to Armadillo.
Why would you go to Armadillo right now?
I'm gonna
That
go
don't
look
make no
around,
sense.
see if I can find anything out. Doubt they
You
even
might as
remember
well
me.
say your final goodbyes now, Jody.
Why don't you just wait, alright?
'Cause I ain't waiting for shit. I don't wait.
What
for
was the
nothing.
point in not waiting?
What's
you
the point
trying to
not
die?
waiting? I can go look and see. Maybe I find some things.
Yeah, and I bet I could find things without having to save you a ride, save your horse somewhere.
Jody, give it up, all
Listen,
right?
if you were worried
He's,
about me,
he's
you just
clearly
come and see me,
always
all right?
right all the time, so he's going to do what he's going to do, and he's not going to
Fucking
listen to
kidding me,
reason from
Sav?
anybody.
You kidding me right now?
Am
I'm
I
the
kidding
first
you?
to admit that I'm wrong about a lot of things. The
Oh,
thing is
sure.
I do not care about if you feel like listen. Again, this is a
Oh,
whole.
I know,
jumbling
because
of
you're
words.
you're completely right all the time. Aye, we can see
All right,
that.
so what have I been wrong about, Sav? Please.
Every assumption that you've made. Right, I think we've already been
Alright.
over this. You make
go
up with
for
your
it.
brother or go down to Armadillo and die.
Hey, next time you rob somebody, that fuck off. I'm so over it.
Hey, come on.
Nah, they're fucking idiots.
Well, I guess meeting Jody's brother didn't work out too well now, did it? Oh, man. I mean, it was gonna go one of two ways. Like him or hate him. I didn't want to hate him. But he's not doing himself any favors. I can tell you that. I wouldn't be surprised, though, if him and Bridget come around to a decent friendship on account of their brutal honesty. Maybe. I feel someone's got to give. I feel like Jamie wasn't about to take a single step back on anything he was saying. Or he was going to come into our home, our camp, and our group and disagree with every single thing that was said.
For no reason. Yeah, sure, he made some assumptions and he made some judgments. Whoop-de-fucking-do. I didn't know y'all was so damn soft.
That was more
Jody.
of the fact that he wouldn't back down on a single thing, Jody.
Yeah, because he speaks his mind just like the three of you fucking do, alright? You all have opinions and I listen to them all the damn day. I listen to you rag on me all the damn days. It's so hard after 5 years to not open your damn tongues for 2 goddamn minutes, huh?
Wait, are you talking to us now?
No, I'm trying to say, what? You mad at someone for having their own opinion? Because all three of you are the most opinionated motherfuckers I ever met. I know being honest was a sin to y'all. Fella has feelings, sure. Fella has opinions. Fella has judgment. So do the three of you. I know that was a sin, is it?
Can I just say something that needs to be said?
Sure, and I'm gonna say this. If you had a long-lost sister or brother, Bridget, and you hadn't seen them for 5 years, I would at least wait a night before I went and got in butted heads with them. Alright? Because that's what a good friend does.
He was the one butting heads this
He was
way.
treating you like shit. He was walking
Aye.
all the
Yeah,
fuck
and I
over
maybe
you.
deserve that, alright? I up and left him and my mom, and I get it. He's upset. He has a right to be.
All right, well, go make it up to him then. But it ain't my fucking problem.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to. Now he's gonna go off the fucking armadillo and get himself shot.
I
Alright?
think you know what I'm saying. Go and make it up to him. And you come back to us when you got it all straightened out. But your family shit ain't our fucking problem, pal. And the way he was speaking to you, I had an issue with it, and I let it carry on because I heard what you said. You might deserve it. When he started picking on the rest of the three of us, like I told him, I ain't gonna fucking happen.
He wasn't picking on you.
Aye,
Come on.
he
He
was.
said he said he didn't agree how we robbed that
Yeah.
fella, and maybe I agree, to be honest. That wasn't the smartest thing we ever done.
Oh, all right.
Oh, what, you think Trustin Morgan smart? Yeah.
I mean, he's proven to be all right so far.
He's also
all
proven to be a fucking
this
loudmouth.
This is about to go to a place where we can't ever salvage this game from. Because if we're going to start picking apart what's smart and what ain't, we're all fucking guilty.
Well, no,
Right?
that's fair. That's fair.
Right.
I ain't gonna
so
disagree.
if we're
with
going to
that.
start pulling apart on what ifs, let's just talk about what actually fucking happened. It went well.
For now.
Hey, we
Yeah.
got 2 guns from it. Morgan ain't gonna
Fuck
say
me
shit.
for now.
For now, Morgan's not going to say anything. He's
Lightning
not
could
how much of
strike
an
and
idiot.
kill us all right fucking now.
No, just here's something you didn't think about. That fella might have seen us, the plum, might have seen our horses before when we was meeting them bozos.
Could give a fuck less. I hope the plum knows it's me.
All right, well,
Give
that's
me
I
a
am not
reason to
concerned.
stab him.
It's his
Oh,
word
it's all
against
the
ours at this
Shane
point.
starts coming out, I'll break his fucking legs, and I'll kick his teeth. I'm gonna come good in that promise, we talks.
No, I didn't think you would fall short on that promise.
What
I
happened to
knew
the happy-go-lucky, carefree Jody Quinn we all learned to tolerate?
Oh, I
eh?
don't know. It might have been a hard day on me. I
We
might
all
have
learned to
lost the
tolerate.
pageant to a very less ugly man. I might have heard my friends rag on me for 3 days about it. I might have heard that my mama just up and died because of my decisions, and then my brother and my best friend butted heads. I can only be happy-go-lucky Jody Quinn when the world's right, all right? It's kind of hard right
There
now,
was a time I
Bridget.
once told you I'd rather die bored and old than young and exciting. And you told me I was wrong. Shit gets a little bit exciting and you have a little wobble.
What am I
Oh, sorry.
wobbling about? I ain't wobbling about nothing.
You're having a little wobble over there.
Explain.
All right.
Do you really want to?
What could go wrong? Dwelling on the what ifs and what didn't happen. What
Oh,
could
no, I ain't
happen?
getting dwell on that. Yeah.
Hey, ask Baz Carrigan. We'll talk about the fucking
If you
what
think I'm worried
ifs.
about that plum, that's the least thing I'm going to worry about. The last thing I'm saying about it.
You're mentioning literally worrying about it.
No, I'm just
What
saying that
if?
things weren't as smart as they could have been, and that wasn't a false point he made. All right?
Yeah, well, I don't plan to write a fucking book about science, Jody. I'm robbing people.
I
I
understand.
ain't trying to be the fucking the smartest robber. If I get the job done, it's fucking done. Got the guns from it. They're all
You
done
think
well.
me shooting Cash in the fucking knee was smart? No.
Oh, that was going to be my next point, no. If I'm going to worry about
no,
anything,
none
that's
of us
what
was
I'm worried
fucking smart, but it paid. And I think
Yeah.
we're getting lost here in the source.
Lost in the
But you seem to
Okay.
be on this trip of what you said to him, and I'm concerned the way you talk to him. The reason why a lot of that came out, mate, is my frustrations with this whole camp. Because you're talking about doing the right thing and all this shit I only take from people who can afford it. Oh, we deserved it. Fuck that. It's about the fucking money. Every time. It's always
I
about
wanted
the
more than
money.
them fellas, or lass, so I'm gonna take it from 'em. I've lived all my fucking life, I ain't changing for nobody.
And I'll
a
just
single
think he's going to
person.
change you, Jody. You want my honest opinion why I'm treating him a little worse than maybe he deserves? Is he's going to fucking turn you into a mill. That's what he's going to fucking do. He's going to make you all, oh, well, maybe we shouldn't rob this person. That ain't what I'm about. And that's what I see. I see this all falling apart, mate. So if you think I went a little harsh on him, yeah, I did. I'm trying to make you fucking realise. But we ain't the same people. He's there judging us, umming and ahhing about what we could do better and how we could do it different. Talking about how he doesn't rob people. He wants to go live his life a different way. Hey, more respect to him. And I respect him for standing up for himself. I do. But there's only one reason he didn't walk out of here with his blade in his fucking heart, and that's because of you. No other reason he left here alive. Now, I know that's horrible to hear, but it's the truth, Joe. You're not what he wants you to be, and he's going to make you turn into something you ain't. You're Jody fucking Quinn. You're fucking charming, and you're good looking. You cunt. You are good looking. But you ain't some fucking melt that's going to dance around a farm. You don't want that. He is still that, mate. You got to wake up and smell the coffee. We ain't been brewing enough of it. I understand it's troubling seeing him. I understand you want to make right, and I support that. Fuck, I'll even come to Armadillo to help with this whole situation. Them fellas robbing him. I will. I really fucking will. But what I don't want is him turning into some fucking melt, running around like Robin Hoods. Or we're robbing from the rich. Nah, we're just robbing. If you got to go do what you got to go do, I get it. I really do. But if you don't think he was here trying to pull you away from us and cast judgments and drive a wedge between us, you might be blind. We maybe have to go get you some spectacles.
Well, you're wrong there, all right? Because he could have found me multiple times and he chose not to. I found him, all right? So if he wanted to do what you're saying, then he would have come and found me and done something about it, all right? The way I see it, he's been
Obviously, he was
avoiding
little
me this
too
wall
busy
time.
playing poker,
Night,
you know what I
Craig.
mean?
Yeah,
Listening
he
to
was
people
too
talk
busy,
about this.
Well, he was too busy spending time with Bianca, right?
Yeah, exactly. So if he wanted to change me and do all the shit you're saying, then why didn't he come and find me? Right? You're
Well,
wrong
for
there.
lack of trying, he spoke to Danny.
He was looking for work from Danny.
All right, and he came in not knowing that you were here.
Yeah.
Agree to disagree, Pam.
All right.
I think that's what he was doing. These two struck me down, you know, with disagreements. If you feel like it.
No,
go
I'm
ahead.
not finding anything to disagree about with you.
I don't know the fella. I don't know. I
I-
met him, and then he was like, you know, judge us in the fucking
He seemed
camp. We were
quite
sitting there like, what the fuck are you on
determined
about?
on causing trouble here. That's the way it came off. Sorry, Jody. That's just the way it came off.
Look, I understand that he's your brother, and I know damn well if I went back to Ireland, it's for my family. My brother would be pissed at me. Every one of my family would be upset that I left. But they ain't gonna never try and change me from the man I am now. They know who I am. Sure, I've changed over the years, but you know what I mean? Family don't make a change. That's what it seems like he's trying to do. I agree with Rachel on that. Don't know about the wage just yet, though. He was judging a lot. A lot. Didn't like that.
He doesn't want Jody to be out there robbing. If he knew the extent of what we got up to, mate, admit
He was
it
turning up
to
his
yourself.
nose.
Don't have to say it out loud, Jody. You don't want him to know what we've been up to, really, do you?
And
You
I
should
didn't
have
want to be
heard
up
it.
to shooting sheriffs in the kneecaps neither. I said from the beginning it was a bad idea.
Right, but I gave everyone the option to fucking walk away or have me walk away last time we spoke about
And you
this, but here I
insisted that you
still
didn't
am.
want it.
I can pack up my fucking box and get the fuck out. And
Oh,
Bianca will be dragged
no.
through that mud of Valentine before fucking sundown. I'm a different breed, mate.
Yeah, I noticed.
Right, well, just give me my fucking packing orders. Iron it out, bud. It's all right. I'll live on.
That's not what I want either.
But what do you want? Because you can't have both sides of your bread buttered, Mr. Pageant.
I'm gonna kick your ass one day, you know that?
I know, yeah. I look forward to it. With the
right.
reckoning.
What I want is this. I want to keep doing what we're doing. I want my baby brother to come back here and apologize for being so damn judgmental, at least.
No, no, mate, that ain't happening.
Oh,
He
yeah?
ain't going to apologise, and if he does, he ain't going to fucking mean it. Look, if he wants to come back here, like I told him already, and I told everyone, I will be civil off out of respect for you. But it don't mean I'm going to fucking like him. I'm probably never going to like him, mate. We always know.
Yeah, that's what you said about me,
The
too.
fucking fella came
So-
into the camp, spoke with all that shit. He isn't got no fucking trust yet. You know what I mean? We can all bust our balls here and that and whatnot, talk shit about each other. What about that little bit of trust? Knowing each other for a little bit now. The fella just came in and started judging us like he knew us for years, but he ain't. I don't know.
Yeah, well, he's my blood. All right?
Yeah.
I understand that. Still, don't know the rest of us as much as he knew you. Know what I mean?
I get it.
Well, honestly, I don't know who's been sucking my dick, but I haven't been feeling it, so can you suck a little fucking harder, please?
Little hard to suck on it, fella. It's quite small.
I already enjoyed that when more judgments came away, and thank you very much, Shane, alright? It's cold, eh?
I know.
Ain't that cold?
The same problem.
I enjoyed that judgment, but everyone sucks my dick. Pam, you just got here.
I get it. He's a little bullhead, and he wasn't always like that, all right? Life ain't been too kind to him. That
Yeah,
ain't no
people
excuse.
change, mate. People fucking change. But is he gonna like the changes that you've made?
I don't know.
But it sounds like you left him in a bastard-like way, which you're willing to atone for. But I don't think that the Jody Quinn that we're looking at this camp can atone. Unless you're planning on taking him to the theatre with the money we robbed from people on the fucking trail. He's his own man. This ain't some kid you can go buy off.
He made that point very clear in the camp here.
He seems fairly vindictive. He wants to go after these people. He don't care how many. He wants to
Yeah, he's
teach them a
pretty
lesson.
bullheaded, and he can shoot too, all right?
Hey, so what?
So it's nice to have people that can shoot. Things go south.
He doesn't want to shoot what we're shooting at. He don't want to fight the wars we enter the battle for.
I don't
He
think you
doesn't
know
want to put his
that.
hands in a honey pot that
I mean,
we're currently in.
from the sounds of it, he didn't want anything to do with us.
And
He
what
was
makes
very-
you say that?
Every word that
Don't
came
take it
flying
down,
out
what
of
do
his
you mean?
mouth.
He said, I have my own business. You have yours. He made it clear a few times.
All right.
That for you to make it right with your brother and Jordan. Get everything settled. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If he really knew the depths of what we've gotten up to, and let's just be honest here, because I'm not sure how you like to wrap it up sometimes, as people deserve it, but none of them fucking deserve it, really. We're robbing people, we're taking from them, they don't deserve to have that. I rob because I want it, or I need it.
Exactly. I want it or need it more than need it.
Well, I definitely
This ain't
enjoy
about-
robbing people who deserve it more than others, but I
Of
also
course.
just rob because it's something I want. It's how I live. I've accepted that. It's been my life
Talk
for
about-
a long time now.
Hey, Jody talks about not breaking a sweat when he works. This is how we do it. But let's not wrap this up in some kind of strange fashion of, they deserve it. Like we're the good guys somehow. I'm sorry, mate, but we ain't.
I ain't a good guy. Not in the slightest.
I'm not here dropping a rose on a grave of a sheriff that recently passed. When Baz Carrigan, we heard he died, none of us went, oh, rest in peace. We all just
you
shrugged and
cracked
went,
the-
oh, well,
Aye,
that's
exactly,
more,
you
that's
cracked the joke.
opportunities.
Cracked a joke about the line that's no longer a triangle, it's just one line now.
It's an opportunity. The West is open. Time for change. There'll be revolution over there. We're wolves, mate.
Aye, we even had the Danny Carrigan situation as well. He has to send us a telegram with the names on it, with the word in. So if we rob people that work for him and we ask for the word, we can still rob them because you don't have it. If Danny has a problem with that, well, it's his fault, ain't it? So
He's
send
the one
us a
who's had
telegram.
it. Oi.
Yeah, right, well. I'm gonna get going, make sure my baby brother's not getting killed by some folks in Armadillo. So,
Try not to get killed yourself.
yeah, well, if I do, it's been fun.
Well, we should probably go back him up, as much as I fucking hate Jamie. At least back up Jody, so he doesn't fucking die.
Oi.
That's fine. I'll be just fine.
No,
You don't
I
want us to back
implore
you up?
everyone.
Fucking hell. Alright.
Goodness, Jody, don't be so noble about things, eh?
He's being stubborn and bullheaded. You want us to
You
come
quit
on
telling
up?
me how to be, Sadhbh. All right?
You want
I
our
don't
help
tell
or
you
not?
how to be. You want to tell? You want me to tell you how to be? Because I will.
Oh, are you gonna tell me how to be now?
No, I'm
we're,
not.
We're sitting here
I'm
offering
asking
to
you-
help you out, and you're gonna fly back at me with an attack like that? Okay, bud.
No, I'm gonna tell you to quit telling me how to be. That's simple.
Okay, every second we argue, your brother might be dying. I hate to say it, but in the interest of your happiness, would you like our help?
No, I'd rather not have y'all dragged into this. You know, it's not your fight.
Not what I asked.
I know it's
I
not
asked-
yes. It's my answer.
Well, as someone who likes to correctly point out people that have not answered their question correctly, Mr. Quinn, would you please correctly answer my question? Do you want our help?
No, I'll be fine. I'm just gonna pull him out of it and do it my way. I'll be fine. Y'all want to come, you can. I ain't asking you to.
All right, so you do want our help. Want, not need, not
Just need the word.
Right.
If you want us to stay away, we'll stay away. If you want us to come, we can decide if we're coming at that point.
All right, then come on.
All right, then.
All right.
Jesus.